like Saturday, Sunday. It's only Thursday. The house will be aired out. But because normally if I, exhaled actual smoke into the air, my wife would kill me. Thankfully, there's that gap in the window. But yeah, so it didn't really feel like it was burning much. I didn't feel that smoke. But apparently, yeah, a little bit was going. So I might just, because I packed a little bit more in this bowl, I'm just going to open it up and clean out the coil, or the spring, pardon me, a little bit. And make sure I got good air hole, good air movement. And now the problem at the same time, because this was so dry, when I ground it up, it just disintegrated, right? So you got kind of chunks with a lot of very fine wheat. So it's not burning super awesome. It would be horrible in a joint. Horrible. Even before, I would not have put it in a joint. It would have just burned like shit. And there would have been so much waste. Again, one of the nice things about the Evodes, or any real dry herb pen, I think, that's not a vaporizer, is that it doesn't matter how dry it is. You can still get a super enjoyable high off it by smoking them in one of these pens. Alright, let's try to get a better burn on this time. Let's go. I'm going to stop it another few seconds. Yep. A little tickle. Oh, hang on, guys. Oh, yeah, that was a little dry. But you know what? Whew. Ah, shit. Okay, I caught it. We're good. Yeah, you know what? And that was actually a pretty good burn. There's still a little tiny potential. I'd probably normally be like, you know what? I'm good with just letting that go. But because we are low and, we're technically on borrowed weed here, I'm gonna just do a bit of a turn and just use the other end of my pick here on the scoop side. And because this stuff is so fine and so loose, I'm just gonna do a couple little tiny scoops, equivalent of maybe a smidge of weed. But because it's so fine, I don't want to pick it up because a lot of it gets stuck to my fingers. And we're going to turn the bowl. And we're turning it now. Alright. And I can hear the music, but it's not very loud. That's because it's one of mine, and of course mine are a little quiet. I'm not supposed to say it, but they are. Alright. That's alright though. Alright, you know what? We're going to get this screwed back together.
Have another puff.
Well, alright. If you insist, I will. Did I say incest? I don't know. I think it's a cross between being tired and, well, a little lifted. I am a little lifted. Alright, let's hit this guy here. Oh, that is dry. I think I should have added a little bit more fresh stuff into that. Because, yeah, that just turned black. But you know what? That's alright. We got it all. We probably killed a little bit off it. But, you know what? We'll take it. Well, I'll take it because it's just me. Alright, pick this guy clean. Now I really gotta put in the effort. Every bowl I clean out. I used to always clean this out. Sometimes I go a little bit less. But typically a good thorough clean out in between each bowl. So for a while there, I was getting a little lazy and just doing a partial clean out, not really worrying about it. Because this is really the last actual coil now. I thought it was completely out. Saving grace, this guy's kind of come back to life a little tiny bit. So, until I can afford to get a new pen, I gotta take extra care and really clean this guy out, right? If it's gonna hang in there for me and my smoking habits, then I should pay it some respect and clean it out thoroughly so I get it as best of a burn as I possibly can. You know, I think that's only fair. Alright. Nicely cleaned out. Let's put that Scott over here. You know, it was actually a pretty short week for me because I always have Friday, Saturdays off. And, well, you know what? I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Alright, there we go. But yeah, so Monday was a holiday here in Canada. So I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Super short week. Crazy week, though. Today wasn't too bad. Got a lot done, though. However, the last 2 days, oh my god, stupid busy. Stupid busy. Some long days. Crazy hours. But, you know what? Got through it. I'm just so grateful. Week's over. Can zone out a bit. Have a decent couple days off. Hopefully not get bothered this time, because last weekend, I had to work a bit. Well, several times actually. And then it just seemed like people wouldn't leave me alone. So I made it quite clear, you know what? I'm off. Leave me alone, please. But yeah, so you know what? It's cool. Hopefully I get the quietness now. Should work a lot better. And, yeah. Somebody said something to me, and I'm like, what? What do you say there? Where? When? Huh? I don't get it. Man, my phone is just covered in weed. But, what are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do? I was actually looking up earlier, because I haven't actually submitted the PuffCast to Google Play or iTunes. So I was looking up earlier, how do I do that? Thankfully, it's relatively easy. So I'll be doing that later this evening, because I think that would be good, getting the show out there a little more exposure in other networks. I just think in general would be kind of cool, right? Build more people to come and see the show. You know, I'm getting a little high when I start bringing out, you know, my version of different accents. When I turn a little Asian, or, you know, ooh, there's a big ass spider over there on the wall. You know what? Okay, it's not huge, but big enough. I'd say smaller than a quarter. So that's not that big. But I'm not a fan of spiders. I'm not scared of spiders, but I don't like them. However, I am in the basement that's unfinished. So you know what? They live down here. I just hang out here. So, maybe I should just let them be, right? But I think the rule is, as long as I don't really see you, or more or less, stay in the basement. If you get in my way, sorry, I gotta kill you, right? Stay off to the sides, do your thing, stay out of sight, you're good. That's kind of the unwritten rule. So, that's the unwritten rule that I've always gone with, and you know what? It does seem to work. I don't know. I don't actually like verbally say it, but it just, you know, it's just there. It's just there. Oh my god, what did I just do? Oh, ooh, cool. Here, I just closed the window completely and swiped it off the screen. I'm like, oh god, I just stopped. Yeah, I could still hear my music. So I knew, okay, you know what? I can close the window completely. And it's still running in the background. That's kind of neat, actually. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, this is actually an enjoyable Platinum Bubba Kush. Even better than the last time I had it from these guys. And this is local-ish to my area, right? Another part of BC. But it doesn't compare to Bud Zone. .ca. Yeah. Alright. So, as I'm sitting here, counting the numbers, time on the clock. Excuse me. I don't know. ADHD moment. Kind of goes all over the place. Jumps around, turns around sideways, and you're like, what? I've been finding I've been very antsy the last couple days. And I don't know why. I'm nervous and anxious, but definitely been around a lot more. It's really popping through. So, I don't know, something's bothering me that I just clearly haven't really identified. So, it kind of sucks, but hopefully I'll figure it out, work through it. But the nice thing is, at least if I get a good smoke in me, I can start to let it go. I know I'm not there yet. Usually when I'm ready and I take that big breath in, exhale it out, I can just feel that, to me, it's like a fluttery wave that comes off, just like the pressure lifts up. And I acknowledge at that moment, okay, you know what? It's on pause. I'm not there yet. Took that big breath, and it just was, I could still feel the pressure there. So it's like, you know what? We need to go a little higher. So, we're about 26 minutes in. So, I think we're due. I think we're due. So, I am going to play this one thing, though. And if you've heard the PuffCast before, any of my previous episodes, especially the earlier ones, you would hear this a lot. You don't hear it so much anymore. But here it goes. Turn down your volume a little bit if you want, because it is a little loud. Go, go, Power Rangers. It's iconic to me. I used to play it a shit ton. I'm pretty sure I annoyed a lot of people. But hey, you know what? It's my show. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. I won't do it anymore. But it's just a thing. So, as I sat up a little bit, all of a sudden I feel a little bit more of that head rush. Because the thing is with this Bubba is that it is a creeper. The last one was a mild delay on it. I wouldn't say heavy, but definitely mild delay. So, we are going to load a bowl. I feel like I could take that deep breath maybe now and just feel that pressure come off. Let's try it. Doesn't mean I'm not going to still smoke. No. Not quite there. No. Close. And of course, if you deal with anxiety, stress, any real mental illness where you feel that moment, when you're able to actually pause your shit, doesn't matter what you do. Maybe you meditate or do yoga or something. You don't have to necessarily smoke pot, right? You find your thing that helps you get to your moment where you just can pause your stress, right? I'm sure if you have something that you thoroughly love and enjoy doing, that gives you great pleasure, you will find your moment in that, right? So you know what I'm talking about, when you can just and feel the pressure. It lifts right off of you, right? Oh. Alright, so we got a small bowl loaded up here. And, we are going to, get Steve-O. Come on, work again. Get the burn going. Long one here. Oh yeah, that was a beautiful hit off this. Beautiful hit. Quite enjoyable. Let's see if there's anything left. Oh, you know what? There's still some potential, and of course the spring is just full. So I got to pick it all out. That is one of the major issues when you finally grind, right? And with the stuff being so dry, it just pulverized basically. But at least I can recover it and keep smoking. At the same time, it does kind of give me that second bowl. It's because, the spring gets so full, and you even if you kind of combust everything in the inside of the ball, usually your